Hey Marianne, here's a follow-up from the other day. This swing is the one at the very end or towards the end when I had you put the ball way in front of you and we were trying to get your weight to move. If you look, here are two arrows, okay? And you can see the ball is up here. Now the goal we were shooting for was to get your weight to move to this side, and we were talking about bumping and turning. Where you're starting, 48% of your weight on your left leg, 52% on your right leg. I'd like to see that hip a little more forward, push it forward, get some more of that weight so that these are actually reversed. You're 67% into your front toes, so you're a little bit toe heavy here and a little bit toe heavy in the back. What that does is it makes you want to come over the top a little bit. I would like to see you a little closer to 50-50. But as we go through this swing, and I'm going to do this in slow motion, so let's see if I can do it in slow motion. I want to go here and I want to go here. Okay, we start back. Notice, there we go. All right, first thing that happens, your weight goes 50-50. This is good. What we want to see happen, you're starting to lift that left heel, and you can see it by this knee going backwards. But what I would like to have you do is this hip right there, I would like to have going backwards instead of sliding. So watch the relationship between your right knee as you go back. We'll go back here a little bit. See your right knee right here? Okay, so we're going to draw a little arrow at that because I've got all these cool tools that let me draw an arrow. Look, and I just drew it the wrong way. Okay, so we'll go back out of that and we'll go to the arrow and we'll draw it the right way this time. Watch that knee right there as we start back. That knee, if it moves outside of that foot, tells me you're sliding as opposed to turning. So here we go. Digga, 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 digga. The swing starts, and look where that knee has moved off of that arrow already. You can see part of your calf right there on the outside of that. This is coming up, pushing your weight back. You see your weight's gone to 50-50 there. And you're starting to see some weight go into that back right heel, but that hip is certainly not turning at all. Now we're getting closer to halfway back, which is going to be right there. Club's kind of hidden. Halfway back, you can see that knee has definitely shifted. The hip has turned a little bit. This shoulder is still to the front. So if you look at a line, I'm going to change colors because we're getting just so many lines here. If you look, the line through the shoulders is actually pointing kind of that way. We want that shoulder pointing at the ball, which is that way. So you've got a little bit of more shoulder move. You've got 66% of your weight going towards your heel, but still very much in the toe. I'd like to see it moving towards the middle, but we're doing well. We've got the dot, the center of mass dot, going backwards. That's good. That means motion is going backwards. By the time we get to here, that number I'd like to see a little bit more of, but this is good. Maybe a little bit too much bend. Then we go to the top. Let's find the top. Okay, we're starting to get a little pickup on the golf club because we haven't turned, so we're running out of the ability to make the club go back. But look, now you're 80% back on that right leg. That's awesome if you had kept that knee right where it started. You know, I have no problem with this. Then we go a little further and you start down, and by the time you get to right here, this is about the top of your swing. Right about there. Now, that's just starting down. You just saw just a slight move down. What you have, you've got 78% of your weight back. That's great. That knee should be where it is. That hip's turned a little bit. That shoulder is a little bit better. When you start down, this number should just slam forward. So you should see this go from 78 back, 22 forward. When you stomp that heel down and that hip comes forward, it hits that yellow line. That number jumps to 78. The club is still back here somewhere, and that's where that power comes from. Well, the spot we look for that is halfway down. So look, we're going to be halfway down here in a second. There we are. We'll call that because your arms are a little bit bent. We'll even give you that spot. Your hip comes slamming forward, but your weight is still 80% on this side. Your knee has gone this way, but this part of your body is here. So what we need to do is get that weight moving forward sooner onto that right leg. But now watch what happens with this dot. This dot from all the way back is going to jump forward eventually. Look, now it's starting to jump forward. That should have been jumping forward back here. Look how far your head has moved. And now the ball, because we had it way out in front of you, so we didn't care where it goes. But now your weight is actually over there, and you're getting some movement, and that's good. But this shoulder should be over there by that point. There, that's where the shoulder should be, but before you get rid of the ball. And then look, you get 93% out there. That's awesome, and that weight has slammed forward. We just need to do it sooner. We just need to do it sooner, and then you finish up. So if we look at that swing from the beginning, rather than me just drawing all over it. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to add one more line, or a circle. I'm going to add a circle around your head because I want you to see how much your head moves. Watch this in slow motion. Here we go. Dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it back. Look at all that movement there. But that right there at the finish is awesome. Everything is over on the left side. I'm really happy with that. There's a lot of positives to that. We just need to transfer that to your other swing, to your swing when the ball starts out in the center of your stance. We can do that. We can get there. This is much better. I like that. We've got some more things to work on, but I'm happy. Look, you're 100% into your right toe, so you're good there. You're 2% in your left toe and into your heel, so that means you've turned. I want to see, excuse me, I want to see the hips turn more. If we can physically do that, this foot can come up a little more, and then we're going to have all kinds of fun. So we'll get together again, and I think we're making good progress. I think you're going to be happy, and we'll make the game a little more enjoyable for you. I will get this out on YouTube, and then I will send it to you. Talk to you soon. Thank you.